Okay guys, I've got the 2001 Mazda Millennia. My little brother was kind enough to pass this vehicle on to me. It wasn't running real good at the time. It had a few issues, but he'd done a pretty good job of taking care of it mechanically, and it was a very kind gesture of him at a time where he had recently got himself a new car, a much nicer car, and I need a car at the time, so I inherited this nice Mazda Millennia. I call it the Mazda Beast because I've had to do a beastly amount of work on it in order to get it in good running condition. Right now I'm at the onset of this work, and I want to talk to you about some of the things that I'm doing because I'd like to describe the symptoms and behaviors I'm seeing and kind of keep you updated as to how things are going and you know, what I witnessed with the car and what I've done to get it running real good. As you can see, right now it is not running at all. It is up on a lift at Dallas Makerspace in Carrollton, Texas. I really like the Dallas Makerspace and have taken very good advantage of the tools that are available here. Let me just give you a quick picture of some of the tools that are available. This is just one small section of Dallas Makerspace, and you can see here, you know, just the drills alone, and I've got a good start. I make extensive use of the auto section of DMS. You can see I've got access to a lift for smaller vehicles. I think this lift has a maximum 6,000 pounds of lift capability. It's rated for 6,000 pounds, which is fine for the car that I'm working on. Big trucks are probably a no-no. Over here we've got the tools of the auto trade. Very, very nice, extensive set of tools. Over here we got a lot of kits up here on this rack, and even some fluids that other people haven't used. If you feel like using a jack, well, we got those too over here, plenty of them. I try to avoid using them. I prefer the lift. It's just a better piece of equipment. But back to the Mazda. Alright. The Mazda, I was able to get running within a very short period of time of purchasing it. I just put a battery in, and I was able to fire it up and drive it off the lot, or drive it off the parking lot of my brother's apartment. It didn't run particularly well. It's got some issues for sure, but I was encouraged by the sound of the engine, and there were a number of encouraging factors. I was encouraged by the fact that the transmission shifted through all 4 gears. Well, that was a nice start. I was also encouraged by the fact that the engine was quiet, you know, meaning, and I wasn't smelling exhaust. And it had sat up for a little bit, so, you know, I wasn't necessarily seeing it at its best behavior. I'm going to go ahead and take a stop for a second because we're going to get into the mechanics and the steps that I'm going through in order to revive the Mazda Beast to its former glory.